Yay! Okay, that's so funny. I was just typing, come on, YouTube live stream, don't fail me now. Um, hi. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, this is our 10,000 subscriber party. We have so many fun things to give away. I was going to do something more festive. I feel like all the good YouTubers do like those big 10,000 balloons and all of that, but that just seemed like such a waste of money. I was like, those balloons are expensive. And I was like, what am I going to do with 10,000 subscriber balloons after I'm doing something else? I'm going to throw them away. So they not only seem like a waste of money, but they seem bad for the environment. So the first thing I want to double check, and I'm seeing so many of you here and I'm so excited, is that you can hear me. I am using my USB microphone instead of my Apple EarPods, and hopefully that is going to be better. So hopefully you can hear me really, really well, and it will sound good on the replay. I haven't been really happy with the live streams and how the audio has sounded. So hooray. Okay, Kelsey. Okay, this is funny. Kelsey Hogan says, Jen, my eyebrows and I are here. Kelsey rescheduled her eyebrow appointment so that she could be here tonight. I know a few of you rescheduled. Someone on Instagram said that they were going to go to the gym. They're not going to do that. People are skipping, they're running. Karen B is here all the way from England. Yay, Karen. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so I've got London in the house. I've got Liz C here doing my amazing moderating, as well as Dawn and a few other people that are going to help out. Mark Allen Hempel is on here. So we have enough for a party. And you guys, I am so excited about what we are giving away tonight that I can hardly stand it. So I have been collecting things that I would be giving away for my 10,000 subscribers. Oh, I have someone from Ireland. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Is it Sinead? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. So, I've got Northern California here. I've got Florida here. It's slightly warmer. Sean Patrick is starting us off, as well as Leslie Ann from Our Happy Place. Both of you, thank you. Sean Patrick gave us a $25 super chat and says, finally get a chance to donate to the cause again. Congratulations on 10K. Thank you so much, Sean Patrick. Leslie Ann, thank you so much. Those of you who don't know what super chat is, there is a $ on your screen. You can press that. You can give money. And actually, Leslie showing up with this little laughing emoji. YouTube now gives you like these little stickers that you can use. So thank you. I love that. You guys are the best ever. The reason I love Super Chat so much, especially now, if you saw recently, if you watched the creator update on the other channel, I'm actually taking a break from any kind of sponsored videos or brand videos this year. So John Carey just did another super chat for $10. You guys that are my patrons, which is everyone that is doing this, you know how I feel about how you're not supposed to do that, but you're doing it anyway. So I will just say thank you and be gracious. But you know that I love to do giveaways. And what I have behind me are 3 things. John says, oops. Yeah, very funny. 3 things that I'm going to give away. Speaking of my patrons, if you want to become a patron, just go to patreon.com and search for Jen Lefforge. I just put a podcast up over there. When was it, you guys? Yesterday, I guess, talking all about my recent trip. So anyway, that's a fun way if you want to get more involved with the channel. But I have 3 names in here. Now, those of you that have been around for a while know that I switched how I was doing my giveaways. I was always going to do giveaways. Giveaways are like my heartbeat. Sarah Merrill. Oh my gosh. You guys know Sarah because she is one of my close friends in the world. She does the Run Disney races with me. We're doing Princess together. We're doing Star Wars together. She just gave me a $50 super chat, which I will just turn around and spend on her on a bottle of Prosecco when we get to Florida. But we can do this all day. I think we've had the same $50 going back and forth for like 10 years. But thank you, Sarah. That's very, very sweet. Appreciate it more than I can say. She says, it's the least I can do for letting me room with you in February. Not letting, getting. I'm getting to room with you in February. It is going to be all princesses all the time in our 2-bedroom at Old Key West. So in this toiletry bag, which by the way, was sent to me in magic mail by my friend Jess. Her YouTube channel is Okla Roots. And she just sent it to me because she's amazing. But she does sewing tutorials. So if you're into sewing, check out her channel. I talked about this on my Instagram story, but can we talk about this bag? Oh, your dad told you to call it a ditty bag too, or a dop kit. Look at this bag. Look at this fabric with these mouse heads on it, but it's like all the characters as mouse heads. And she said she made sure to put Piglet on there. Oh, let me say hi to some people. Dana, it's good to see you. Jennifer, thank you for being here. I've got Alyssa and Brittany. Everybody's here. Okay, awesome. So what is in this bag? Well, if you've been watching for a while, you know that I changed the way that I do giveaways. And now what I do is I go to a random video. I use Pick a Winner, which is a tool through TubeBuddy, and I just pick a comment. And I picked 3 winners for this video. So during this live stream, I will be drawing names from this adorable little bag, and I'll be showing you what I'm going to give away before I do each drawing. So your name could be in this bag. Isn't that exciting? So let's do our first giveaway, because I wanted to do the first when we very first started the video, and then we'll do one maybe halfway through, and then we'll do the biggest one right before we're done, because the last one I'm kind of freaking out about. I bought it when I was in the parks, and I just know you guys are going to love it. So let me show you the first thing. Wait, where's my bag? Okay, here we go. This is the first thing that I'm giving away. Now, you guys know I went on first giveaway drum roll. I love it, John. Exactly. The first member cruise that I went on was just recently. And if you watched my haul video for that, you know that Disney member services through Disney Vacation Club gave us gifts every single day. So many gifts. And a lot of them I have kept and I have loved. Oh, Luz is here. Hey, Luz. And what's in here I'm going to do as a giveaway. It's not that I don't love these things. I just didn't really need them. I wanted to pass them along to you guys. So let's see what I'm giving away. So the first part of this first prize is the Disney's Tervis cup. Now, this is an actual Tervis cup. It says Disney Vacation Club Member Cruise Voyage 2019 on it. It has all the bells and whistles of a regular Tervis cup. Hold on, if I can get the top open to show you. You can see the inside. Great for keeping your drinks hot or cold. So that's the first thing that the first winner's getting. Love it. Okay. And thank you, Liz, for that reminder to make sure you guys hit the like button. Will Cooper's here. Hey, Will and Carol. And then the next item they gave us in this lovely little bag. And it is actually, and I showed this in the haul, so a lot of you have already seen this. It is this little cabin-friendly foldable backpack. And I'm going to open it up so you guys can see, because how I advocate for you guys. Advocate? I don't know if that's the right word I wanted, but how I tell you guys, it's a really good idea to pack a bag like this so that if you do shopping or whatever, you have an extra bag. But it actually says on it, Disney Vacation Club Member Cruise, and it folds up into that little pouch. So that is the first thing that we are giving away, the Tervis cup. And let's do the drum roll, please. Brrr, like in Christmas Vacation. Okay, wait, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Who is our first name? Okay, our first winner is Trisha Christensen. So Trisha, you do not need to be present to win. What you do need to do, Trisha, is email me within 24 hours. My email address will be down in the description box of this video. And Trisha commented on the Tables in Wonderland, Is It Worth It video. So Trisha, you will be winning the DVC member Tervis cup. So I'm going to write Tervis cup on there because you guys know I will not remember. So yay, that's so exciting. Congratulations, Trisha. You are our winner. So there's 2 more names in there. So you may still be our winner. So that's exciting. I guess I could get that out of the shot. Okay. So what do you guys have going on? What do I need to answer? What questions do we have? I was thinking about having 10,000 subscribers and how redonkulous that is. And it's it kind of blows my mind. Like there's 95 people on here right now. That blows my mind. Like y'all and your encouragement and your participation in the channel always just is so humbling to me. And I love that we can get together and have fun and enjoy it. So Luz is asking, how is your husband doing? So if you don't know, my husband ran into a planter at Epcot the first day of our trip and spent the entire trip in the villa. It was not nearly as bad as it seems, but we did get to go to the ER in celebration. And he went to the orthopedic surgeon, and it is just a bad sprain. So he is almost pain-free. They said it would take between 4 to 6 weeks before he would have no pain. So it still gets a little stiff, but he is doing so much better. So thank you so much for asking, you guys. And watch out for those big cement planters in Epcot, because they will jump out and bite you. Oh, yay, Liz is here. Hey, Liz, I'm so glad you're here. Erica, thank you. Erica says that I am encouraging to you guys. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, we were, it was a bummer, but what are you going to do? And it was interesting because I shared about it in a couple of different places. And it was amazing how many of you commented that you had had a similar situation, whether it was either a fall or a really bad illness. And, you don't think about things like that, but it happens at Disney all the time. So I can let you guys know that the hospital at Celebration is a lovely facility. It is clean. They were very friendly. Oh, Scott, thank you so much. Scott Burdick just did a $10 super chat, but that is so much appreciated, Scott. And that is a great way to celebrate. So thank you for that. Kelsey says, not to be insensitive, but I was cracking up imagining you and your boys dropping him off at the ER and saying how bad of a wife you are. Okay, so in my podcast that I did for my patrons yesterday, I left him at the ER. So, okay, that was his choice. Can we just be clear? I offered, so we had a rental car. I offered to stay with him at the emergency room, but Scott is like, how people are either cat people or dog people, like dog people like me, not meaning you like cats or dogs, but like how you behave. Okay. I am a total dog person in that when I don't feel well, I want to be coddled. I want to be, I want to be snuggled. I want someone to ask me every 5 minutes what I need. Scott, when he is either in pain or hurt, just wants to be left the heck alone. Like he does not want anybody around him. He doesn't want anybody to touch him. So he was like, hey, I really don't need you to stay with me. And I kind of felt like it was like, hey, I really don't need you to stay with me. It wasn't that kind of deal. So when I dropped him off, the attendant came around with the, I think it was a volunteer with the wheelchair. And he was like, okay, so you can go, he's doing the 2-finger thing. You can go park over there and then you can meet us in the ER. And I was like, oh, I'm not staying. The boys and I are going to go to Epcot. So that was that wife. And then I didn't even tell my patrons this part of the podcast. When he was done, he called us and we were in World Showcase. And so he Ubered home. That's me. I'm the wife that makes her husband Uber home from the emergency room, even though I have a rental car. But we were all the way over in World Showcase, and I would have had to walk all the way to the front of the park to get him. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing that man loves me. We will be married 30 years, February 10th. So he's going to stick around. He bought me these flowers. When he went to the grocery store, I told him to do something festive that I didn't know, the whole balloon thing. And he was like, I'll get flowers. I'm like, that's good. John says, going to our first DVC event next month at Animal Kingdom. Any tips? Did our Christmas card make it your way? I forgot to ask a month late. John, yes, you and Rogelio sent me a beautiful Christmas card. I did get it. And any tips for the member party? I would say, the lines might be long until the very end. That was my experience. For those of you that don't know, Disney Vacation Club members who purchase direct from Disney can go to these Moonlight Magic events that are free of charge. And they really are awesome. I mean, you have a wonderful time. They have free snacks. They have live entertainment. The Epcot one, the lines were actually a lot longer than I thought they would be until like the last hour. So what I would probably do is enjoy like the live entertainment and get the snacks and kind of chill at the beginning. And then maybe if you want to ride rides, wait till the very end, because otherwise you could end up waiting in line the whole time, and that's not very fun. So Kelly says, I imagined you telling them, I'll pick him up after you fix him, basically. Like, I feel really bad about it. I do. But later I went to, not Costco, but I went to Publix for him. I got him set up. So I made up for it later. But yeah, he did get dropped off and had to Uber back to the hotel. So, that's what happens. Laura Faye says, congratulations. I will celebrate your anniversary with cake. The 10th is my birthday. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. What a great day. We chose the 10th of February thinking it would be kind of fun to have Valentine's Day on our honeymoon. 30 years ago in 1990, that turned it out to be really dumb because you're not going to celebrate your anniversary and then do Valentine's Day. That's just a lot in 1 week. So we hardly ever do Valentine's Day. We just do our anniversary, but that's fine too. I'm not a huge Valentine's Day person like I was when the kids were little, but as far as like from a romantic perspective, I'm just kind of like, meh. Not terrible. I know maybe I should get more into that. So John is asking, what do you think of all the changes coming to Epcot this year? So I feel like this is an old joke. Great city, call me when it's finished. So I'm sure it will be amazing. I think that those of us that go frequently are in, we're in for a lot until it's done. And having just been there and seen all the walls up and all of the construction, I'm not a huge sentimentalist when it comes to theme park things. I mean, there are a few things that if they took out, I would be, like if you tried to take out the people mover, I'd be like chaining myself to the thing. I'd do a whole protest and everything. But a lot of the things in Future World, I'm not as tied to. They're leaving World Showcase alone. So I'm good with that. And I went to the Epcot Preview Center when we were there, and it really is amazing what they're doing. So I am really taking an attitude of, I'm assuming it's going to be wonderful. And I think even the people that are kind of naysayers about it are going to be happily surprised when it's all completed. I've really got my eye on that Mary Poppins attraction. I don't know yet what it's going to be. And Sarah says, I'm pretty sentimental about Carousel Progress. Yeah, that too. Yeah, don't take away Carousel Progress. That would be a huge problem for me. And Sarah, are you so excited to ride it in February? I know that's your favorite ride. So Sarah's two favorite rides, which you guys know I've talked about, are Carousel of Progress and Tiki Room. Like if she could just do those over and over again, I think she'd be really, really happy. Yes, Amy, let's talk about finally changes to the Fast Pass tiers at Hollywood Studios. All right. So tell me if I'm getting this wrong. I just glanced at it today. Slinky Dog and Smuggler's Run are going to be our tier 1 fast passes, and then everything else is going to be tier 2. If I'm hoping that I read that correctly, because that would make me super, super happy. That is the way it should be. That is the way it should have been. I really think that the crowd, that's right, Mark Allen. Okay, good. The crowds that we saw, the standby lines, I'm sorry, you guys, you should not have a 150-minute wait for Tower of Terror. Like it was just nonsense. And because nobody had a fast pass for anything, then everybody was in the standby lines and it was insane. I've never seen it like that. So I'm really hoping that fixing that will help. That's a great question for you guys. What would you choose? I have now been on Smuggler's Run. Now, I realize this makes me sound like a spoiled brat, but I've now been on Smuggler's Run 4 times. So I would definitely choose Slinky and not Smuggler's Run as my tier 1. And then we would definitely choose Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster as our other 2. But yeah, to me, that makes it much easier to plan a day at Hollywood Studios. So I only briefly teased about this on social media, and I'm looking at my watch because somebody tell me when it's 6:30 because I want to do our next giveaway. But we ended up getting a VIP tour while we were there, and it ended up being perfect because of the situation with Scott, we didn't get nearly what we had wanted to get done. Liz C says Slinky. By the way, make sure you guys check out Liz C's channel, our Happy Places channel, and Mark Allen Hempel's Hempfully Ever After. They are all great supporters of my channel, so make sure you check them out. But the VIP tour thing came completely last minute. It was gifted to me by someone extremely generous. I was heartbroken that Scott was not able to go. However, what it did was meant that we had lost a lot of time in the week. And it meant that for my kids and I, we were able to get everything done that would have taken us like 3 days. We got done in 1 day. So in 1 7-hour period, we were in Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom and rode literally every headliner in all 3 parks and had lunch. So there was, and Shane, who again was our wonderful tour guide. Sometimes Shane watches the channel. So Shane, if you're on here, I love you. Who also did the Dopey Challenge in addition to, like, he was with us and then immediately went into the Dopey Challenge the next morning, which bless his heart. It was so sweet. Shane came up because he knew that Scott couldn't do it. He came up to the villa and he like said hello to Scott and he brought him, I should have had it down here. He bought him his own little VIB tour guide pin, and it was just extremely sweet. And Scott was bummed to have missed the VIP tour, but the boys absolutely loved it. I never thought I would go on a VIP tour once in my entire lifetime. And I've now done it twice in a 6-month period, which is just mind blowing to me. But if you ever are interested in doing a VIP tour, if you want some input, DM me more about it. It is very, very pricey, but what you get done is amazing. Shane was telling me, I feel like I started 3 different thoughts. Shocker. Shane was telling me that we easily could have done all 4 parks. And I was like, are you kidding? Because we did 7 hours. We did 3 parks and all the headliners. He was like, I would have pushed you, but if you had let me push you, we could have done all 4 parks. So had a little bit of regret that I didn't do that. But the other thing that we had done was the Magic Kingdom, what they call it's kind of like paid EMH. Basically, it's the after hours magic. That's $100 per ticket. And that was a 3-hour event at the Magic Kingdom. And I can tell you guys, the only things we did not walk on, I mean, literally walk on, were Space Mountain. No, Space Mountain was a walk on. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Peter Pan. We waited 20 minutes for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and we waited 15 minutes for Peter Pan. Beyond that entire 3-hour period of time, we walked on every single ride. The only downside to that after hours event, well, number one, the price, it's $100, and you have to already have park admission, right? Like it's not. So the guy told us that capacity in the Magic Kingdom is like 10,000 or 20,000 or something. And they had sold 1,000 tickets to this event. So just kind of imagine only 1,000 people with you in the Magic Kingdom. It was crazy. So I guess we had done that on Tuesday night and then Monday night. And then Tuesday we had done the VIP tour. So from 9:00 on Monday night, and then after the VIP tour on Tuesday, we had ridden every single thing that we would ever want to ride at Walt Disney World. That's crazy, right? So what a perfect time. It was so, I felt like the universe being really, really gracious to us, considering the weirdness of the trip, that we were able to do all that. So Ohana, 626 Ohana CA is saying after hours at Magic Kingdom was amazing. We got so much done in one night. Yeah, you almost more cast members than guests, John. It's true. And it's almost a little weird because there's nobody there. Like you're walking and it almost feels like you shouldn't be there, right? Like it's closed and you're not supposed to be there. So out of all the after hour events, which one is your favorite? Alyssa, the only one I've done is Magic Kingdom. So I would say for our family, I don't think I would pay the extra money for the other ones. There's just not as many places that or as many attractions that we can't get fast passes for necessarily. I feel like the best bang for your buck is probably Magic Kingdom, but I am totally willing to be proven wrong. And if it was something like Animal Kingdom where you weren't able to secure a fast pass for like Flight of Passage or something like that, then I would definitely encourage that. Mark Allen is saying we did it at Hollywood Studios on May the 4th, and it was crazy how empty it felt. Yeah, it was crazy. And Karen B, you had done a vlog when y'all did it, and that was one of the reasons why I bought the tickets. So Glenn is asking anything like the Halloween party. No. So here's how it's different from like the Halloween or the Christmas party. Number one, the amount of people. There's hardly anyone in the parks, and the Halloween and Christmas parties are very busy. Number two, it's all about the rides. Okay. So you don't have like special entertainment or special parades. You don't have special fireworks. You have free snacks and you have hardly any people. So it's really like having the Magic Kingdom to yourself. And the only downside is we were almost running. Like we don't run in the Magic Kingdom. Not supposed to run in the Magic Kingdom. Make sure you walk. So we walked with purpose, and I was exhausted by the end of the night. And we like squeezed every last ounce out of that. And I'm trying to think if there was nothing that we didn't ride that we cared to ride. So it really made it an amazing evening. So Kim, who is WDW Mommy, who also has a channel, is saying, I'm seriously considering sending my daughter and granddaughter on their own to the MK after hours. They want something special to celebrate their high school graduation. Oh my goodness. For a couple of teenage girls, I cannot think of anything they would enjoy more, Kim, because they will have the stamina, right, to just run from attraction to attraction, and it was just amazing. And we honestly we got popcorn and we got a Mickey bar, but we didn't really have time for snacks because we were riding rides the entire evening. It was just lovely. Happily ever Edwards, my goodness, I can't talk tonight, is asking, might be a dumb question. There's no such thing. But this is my first time on a live chat. How do I like this chat? So you should be able to just click. There should be it might be up here. I'm not sure where it is on your screen. Maybe someone can help her out where the up button is, but there should be a thumbs up. There you go. Just right at the top of the screen, you should be able to hit. So Jules Turner says, hello, Jen. Happy 10,000. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you to all of you guys. You have been so gracious and kind, and I can't do this without you. So, if you have not already noticed, and I'm hoping that you have, now that I have 10,000 subs, on the bottom of my videos, not this one, although it should show up later, there's now a little banner and you guys can buy merchandise if you're interested. And I had printed out, for some reason I have stickers. I don't know why, but aren't these kind of cool? And I meant to say, I'm going to include one of those. They're kind of these glossy. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these or what you would do with these. But if you want a little Jen Lefforge merch, maybe you could, I don't know, throw it on a notebook or something. I don't even know why I had these made on Teespring, but they are kind of cute. They're my little logo. So you can always, yeah, Kim, the banner won't show up on this video. It will show up on other videos. And when this one is processed, it will show up on this video. Okay, let's show the next thing I'm going to give away. Dawn says she loves the sweatshirt. The sweatshirt is really amazing. I absolutely love the sweatshirt. Jess, did you see? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're up here. So Jess, Okla Roots is the one who made this for me. I'm using your bag for our giveaways. Okay, so before I draw, let me show you what I'm giving away. You guys are going to die. You're going to die. I love this so much. Okay, so this is a Loungefly Disney Cruise Line backpack. I found this on clearance on Shop Disney. I could not believe I grabbed it. I'm almost positive they're sold out now. But it has all of, our fabulous Fab Five in their cute little Disney Cruise Line outfits. Can you believe? Oh my gosh. Leslie, thank you for posting the Patreon link. I appreciate that very much. And you've got, of course, these little captain's wheels. The reason I love this bag so much, and I seriously was going back and forth all day. Scott was like, are you sure you want to give that away? I'm like, I know, it's so cute. It has a trolley sleeve on it. So it will go over your rolling bag. So how perfect if you're taking a Disney cruise and you want to bring your smaller bag onto the cruise ship with you. It has the Loungefly little metal thing right there. And then you've got a front pocket here. And then on the inside, this bag has so many features. I couldn't believe it. You've got this contrasting fabric with the little anchors. You've got a zipper pocket there. You've got another pocket there that's not really showing up. And then you've just got a lot of space. So this is the perfect secondary bag to take on a Disney cruise. The size is right. It's a vinyl material, so it would be weather resistant. And you could use this as a parks bag, obviously, too. It's just so cute, and I could not get over it. So let's see who won this. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Somebody else is winning. Make sure I have all three in there. Oh, don't look at names. Don't look at names. Okay, our next winner is Heather Rubin. Heather commented on the Battle of the Cruise Disney versus Viking video. And so Heather is going to win the Disney Cruise Line backpack. And is that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I can't tell you. Like, now I feel like I need to go try and find another one because I absolutely love that backpack. Okay, 2 of our 3 winners. And the last item I'm giving away, like, don't go away. Because the last item I'm going to give away, I want to give like a little bit of a tease. It is the smallest thing I've ever given away. And I think it's the most expensive thing I've ever given away. And I happen to know whose name is in here because obviously I wrote all 3 names. And I'm actually really excited about who won for a couple of different reasons. But anyway, I promise it was fair. I promise I just did the random comment picker. So so exciting. Sorry, I digress. So yeah, what else do I want to talk about? Does anybody have any Rise of the Resistance questions? Surely not. Sure. Let's move on to something else. Who would have any questions about Rise of the Resistance? because it's going so smoothly everywhere. In California, they've just gone off without a hitch. I will tell you that Coral, who is not on the live stream, and I think she would be okay with me saying this. They were there day before last when it didn't even start operating until 2 p.m. And they had a boarding group. Happy Travel Vlogs. Thank you so much for that super chat. She says, hey, Jen, congratulations on 10K. My son, Aiden, really, really wants to know what was your best meal snack restaurant on your last trip? Oh, my goodness. Best meal snack restaurant. Aiden, this is going to surprise you. And I'm going to get back to Rise of the Resistance in just a minute, but I want to answer Aiden's question. My favorite meal of the trip, and I'm not going to count Beer Garden, Aiden, because that's always my favorite, but that's kind of like a known entity. My most surprising favorite meal was Crystal Palace dinner. We snagged that reservation at the very last minute on the night that we did the after hours magic. The park was just crowded and we were hungry and it was cold and I didn't really want to do counter service. And we literally got on the app and found it. And you guys, the food was so good. So that is the answer to that question, Aiden, was, and you know, you're eating with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet too. So, you know, Ticker was there, all the gang, and the food was surprisingly good. Like it did not taste like normal buffet food. It was definitely like a step above. We had only ever eaten breakfast there. We'd never eaten dinner there. And I was very, very surprised. Hey, Becca's here. Disney Kitty. Hey, Jen, stopping by to say congrats and well-deserved. If you guys have not checked out Becca's channel, make sure you do. She's actually doing some amazing like decluttering. Becca, your video today was so, so good. She's actually kind of going through what I'm going through where she's trying not to buy a lot. She's doing like a no buy 2020. I'm kind of in that same spot. So, Becca, that's one of the reasons I love doing giveaways because I can buy things for giveaways and I do love doing that. So anyway, Becca and I have been friends. We started around the same time and she's been a huge support for me. So anyway, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Much appreciated. So yeah, Crystal Palace. So loved Crystal Palace dinner. Loved, love, 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 love. Like cannot recommend it enough. I felt like the food was worth it, even if there had been no characters. Just the food was really good. So anyway, that's exciting. So what were we talking about? Rise of the Resistance. So I don't, you know, I'm really anti-spoiler, and I know a lot of you that are planning on writing it really don't want to know. But seriously, if you are anti-hassle factor, if you are someone who gets frustrated easily, if you are not really into, you know, the crush of crowds in the morning, or if you're someone that can just like take it or leave it, like you're not going to get superly emotionally invested. You're going to show up at rope drop. You're going to try to get a boarding group and just see what happens. You'll be fine. However, especially with as much as it's been breaking down, it really has potential to ruin your day. And I'm not exaggerating. Like I think there are many, many people that have had frustrations. Now, of course, for every person that's had a horribly frustrating time writing Rise of the Resistance, there's 100 people that are like, what are you talking about? I got a boarding pass and it was great. So it's not that will happen. It's that you have to walk in understanding that there is potential for that to happen. So if you can have the right attitude, I definitely think it is worth trying to get a boarding pass. Mark Allen says we wanted to ride it New Year's Day, but we decided we didn't want to dedicate a whole day and wake up early. Yeah, I really do feel like you kind of need to say, and I liked the plan I came up with. I liked my own idea. In the other video, which was to make it like your World Showcase Day, because then you could get your boarding pass and then just go like leisurely enjoy your day and not be stressed out and not have anything like I said in the video, try, and if you haven't watched that video yet, make sure you go and do it if you're interested in a lot more detail. But, you know, make sure it's a day where you don't have any dining reservations and you're not trying to split your time. Because if you're trying to be in like 3 places at once, it could be very frustrating. And I know a 2-hour window sounds like a lot of time, but at Walt Disney World, that's nothing. That's like 3.5 minutes at Walt Disney World. So just keep an eye on that. And yeah, Leslie Ann is 100% right. Our happy place. You need to be prepared not to ride. Have that attitude. And then if you get to ride, great. And if you don't want to mess with it, then just wait until it has died down a little and they have a little bit better system in place. So Yeah. So those of you that join late, I'm so glad that you're here. That's awesome that you are here joining me. I feel like I missed a question. Yes, I had dinner with Piglet and he was just the best. So sad I was late. What did I miss? Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. Leonie Poppins says we will be staying at Old Key West in May. Should we request a room closer to the hospitality house? What would you suggest? So I would look at a map of Old Key West. Okay, so the bus situation at Old Key West is not the greatest. And even if you're near Hospitality House, what it does is Hospitality House is the last stop on the way out. And the first stop on the way back in is actually not Hospitality House. It's like the next stop. So when you look at a map, like a bird's eye view of Old Key West, you'll see Hospitality House. And then there's a whole nother section. There's like the Hospitality House designated buildings, which are right in the front. And then there's a whole nother section that's very close. That is also a great section. So just look at the map and pick something walkable to Hospitality House, especially if you can get something close to that first bus stop, not the Hospitality House one, but the next one, like bird's eye view, is going to be the next one over to the right. And if I can think of the name of the building, I'm actually going to do a whole video about my tips and tricks for staying at Old Key West. So, because it is huge and we always stay near Hospitality House because we own there. So that's the category that we secure. But Liz is asking, do you usually rent a car when you stay at Old Key West? And Liz, my answer is yes. Now, keep in mind, we don't pay for parking. And for our family, when we're all there together, it is just way more convenient because the way the buildings are set up, you can just drive right up. And 27 and 28, are those the buildings, Karen, that are near that first bus stop? Because I know like 12 is in the front. So you'll just have to look at the buildings, but I'm pretty sure it's 27 and 28. Those are the best that are not the Hospitality House category that are still really, really close. But we just love that we park right underneath our villa. Those of you that have stayed in any of the resorts, sometimes, if you stay, you can have a very long walk back to your room at the end of the day. I love driving our car up and just walking to our room. So that is why we always rent a car when we're there. But again, we don't pay for it. So she's saying it's on Peninsula Road. So that's what you want to look at when you look at a map. But yeah, I'll do be looking for that. I'm a little behind on filming, quite honestly, but I do have that on my schedule to film a whole tips and tricks for Old Key West video. So I'm really excited about that. Leslie Ann says, staying a night at Old Key West, first time next month. So excited to see it. It's really a great resort. I hope you love it as much as I do. Happy Traveler Vlogs asks, what Disney trips do you have planned for 2020? Okay, as of the time I'm recording this video, I have Princess Half Marathon Weekend coming up, and that is going to be with Coral and Sarah. So those of you that are saying you miss Coral because she's not been doing videos, she is going to be in my videos. I don't know if she's going to vlog her own, but she'll be in my videos, as will Sarah, whether she likes it or not. That's coming up February 21st, I believe we leave, Sarah. Is that right? I think it's the 21st. I'm doing the Fairy Tale Challenge, and then Coral and I are staying a few extra days. So that's actually ending up being, I think, a 5 or 6 night trip. I'm back in April for Rival Weekend. I'll be running the Star Wars Half Marathon with Sarah in April. And I need to get out to Disneyland because my annual pass for Disneyland will expire in June. So at some point in there, I've got to get to Disneyland, and I want to do that before it gets too crowded again. And then I will definitely be doing a summertime trip to Walt Disney World, probably as a solo trip. My family does not do well at Walt Disney World in the summer. It's just miserable. I like going solo in the summer because it's a great time to bring you guys back some good videos. And honestly, summer's been great for crowds not being bad. Like the last few years, I have really enjoyed the summers there. And the summers here in Atlanta are miserable anyway, so I might as well be at Disney and be putting up with the same stuff. Caitlin is asking, are you excited for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway? I I really am. I didn't like the new version of Mickey and Minnie and everybody when I first started watching the cartoons. But when we were there and we had so much time in the villa with Scott, I started watching those more and more, and they're kind of growing on me. I kind of like that the humor is a little more adult in a way. I mean, obviously still appealing to kids, but Mickey Mouse started as being played before regular films in the theater. It wasn't necessarily geared just towards children. And as time has gone by, it's really growing on me. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. So let's see, what was the next question? Is it a good idea to start out vlogging with a smartphone? I think it's a great idea to start out vlogging with a smartphone anymore. A lot of my it's funny, I have all this fancy equipment and I'm finding myself using my smartphone more and more. I would say definitely for your first trip, try using your smartphone. Make sure you even like it before you invest in other equipment. That is like my number one top tip is do not buy equipment until you're sure you really want to vlog. And a lot of us it's funny, I know so many vloggers who, especially when we're in the parks, we're going back to using our phones. So the quality is just really good. And with, the ability to do 4K and gimbals and things like that, smartphone is a fabulous way to start. Leslie Ann is saying that her daughter loves the new animation. Yeah, it's just great. I mean, again, it had to grow on me. At first I was like, oh, it doesn't look like Mickey Mouse. I don't know how I feel about that, but Kathy is asking, are summers cheaper to travel to Walt Disney World? What is with my mouth? Probably too much talking. Hotel room and tickets. So my answer is it can be. Usually Disney does offer some pretty significant discounts in the summer, especially as you get to later in the summer. So yeah, it can be a great time to get a good bargain. And again, I just feel like it's not as crowded. And especially if you can get up early and if the heat is not, again, I live in Atlanta. I grew up in Arizona and California. So heat it's not that it doesn't bother me, but I know how to deal with it. You move a lot slower in the summer. The one thing I would say about the summertime is I feel like, and I've said this before, where you stay matters a lot more in the summer than it does in the winter because you're going to be in your room more. I am not going to be in a theme park. Let me just say clearly between around 1 o'clock and about 5:30 or 6 in the summer. So that's a huge chunk of the day. I'm just not going to be in a theme park. I'm going to be at a pool. I'm going to be at a lounge. I'm going to be back at my room. So where I stay is a lot more important to me in the summer than it is any other time of year. So I'm far more likely to upgrade if I'm not staying Disney Vacation Club to a higher category room. So it's also a great time to stay club level because you can usually get a good deal and you will really enjoy that you have that option available to you. So Scuba Cat 3, who has been one of my faves since I very, very first started my channel. He's a DVC member. He is just like such a smart aleck and I love it. Says party at Casa de Lefforge. And yes, that's what we're doing. A party at my house. I just love it. Let's see. Or I'll be at the store getting grapefruit beer. Yep, that's it exactly. Happily Ever Edward says, same with us. We always leave around 1 and come back after dinner because it's just too darn hot in the summer. Yeah, it is. I mean, the benefit is you've got much later park hours, right? So you can stay there until midnight. Whereas like this trip we just got back from, it was like 9 o'clock closing. Yeah, Kathy, Walter was at the back door. He just does not like to be on camera lately. He's in a mood. He's being a diva. Oh, by the way, somebody commented on one of my videos that dog looks like he needs a grooming and a bath. And I was like, he's fine. Like he gets groomed every month, y'all. This is how he looks. Like he's just a scruffy dog and he's not matted and he's perfectly clean. So thank you. I take very good care of my dogs. Let's see. Summer is nice. You know what to pack. And WD-ish AC, you get hot and cool down. Oh, yeah, because they keep the air conditioning so cold. Scuba Cat 3 says, just be glad I don't follow you on Twitter. Things could get worse. Twitter? I'm not on Twitter. What are you talking about? I totally am on Twitter. Okay, what time is it? All right, we have 15 minutes left. So I have to show you guys. By the way, if you haven't liked this video, if you're watching this and you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would. Also, if you want to do super chat, if you want to support the channel by buying some merchandise, if you want to join Patreon, all of those are great ways. You will hear me being slightly more aggressive about those things since I am not doing sponsored videos this year. So, I always quote the Tim Tracker, now it's time to pay the price. So if you're able to, either merch, Patreon, or super chat, or even just making sure you're sharing my videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos, all of those things contribute to the channel and they really mean the world to me. Okay, the final thing. Okay, you ready? All right, I'm going to let Walter in. Hold on. I'm building suspense. Hold on. Walter! Walter! Come on. You have to come in on the live chat, though. Okay, hold on, you guys. I'm coming back. Okay, I told him if I was going to go get him, he had to come be in the live chat. So this is the last item that we are giving away. See how scruffy he is? See, he's good. He's nice and clean. He does need his bangs trimmed, though, because he can't see. Okay. So this is the last thing that I'm giving away. And there's only one more name in there. So I'm going to show you guys what it is. And you might be able to guess. It's something I purchased at the Magic Kingdom. It can be found online. I'm trying to give, you guys will probably guess what it is. Can be found online, but it's a little bit tricky to find it online. So Walter, you want to tell him? So the last thing that I am giving away is my dog. No, not really my dog. I am giving away a pair of the earrings that I have been wearing. You guys know I actually own 2 pairs of these. They are the Arribas Brothers Swarovski crystal earrings. These can be purchased. If you search on Shop Disney under Arribas Brothers, you should be able to find them. You see, you know what's funny? I was showing them to the microphone. Does the microphone need to see the earrings? No, does not. So this is what they look like. You guys have seen me wear them 8 million times. They are Swarovski crystals. I absolutely love these. I was able to get my discount, but these do retail for $50. And I absolutely love these earrings. I get compliments on them every time I wear them in the parks. I have cast members ask me where I got them. So let's see. I know, isn't he a good boy? He's being so good. Let's see who won the Swarovski crystal earrings. Now, before I announce his name, again, the reason I knew it is because I did all the, I picked from all 3 of the names. This person is Canadian, so that helps me with the shipping, because when I picked her name, I was like, oh, I hope she doesn't win one of the big things, because that shipping is going to be a lot more. But the winner is Sarah Irvine. And Sarah said, she commented on the packing video I did where I said, forget this and ruin your vacation. Caitlin did a super chat. Oh my gosh, Caitlin, thank you so much. Did someone say super chat? Hi from the Pacific Northwest. So glad I could make it for a bit of the live stream. And I saw Karen B is on the thread too. Hi, Karen. Oh, yay. Caitlin Walter says, yay. Thank you so much. That is so appreciated. Okay, so Sarah Irvine, are we boring you? Is this dull? I think the super chat has been very exciting. I don't know why you're so bored. So Sarah, you know how to reach me. You need to email me within 24 hours. And bye, Kelsey. And just congratulations. Tammy did a $10 super chat, $10 for 10,000 subscribers. I love hearing your stories. Oh, and you know why that works great, Tammy? Because I love telling my stories. So I love telling them. You love hearing them. It's a win-win. And I'm always so grateful, Tammy. You always leave me such sweet messages, both here and on Instagram. So thank you. That means a lot to me. I'm really excited to give those earrings away. Again, if you want them, I will see if I can find the link to these below. Do you like those, Walter? You going to sniff Sarah's earrings? We need to send those to Sarah. You cannot have those. So if you want to purchase your own pair, you can. Every time I see them in the parks, I wonder how much longer they're going to be available. And actually, one of mine is, you can't really tell, but one of mine is missing a crystal. So I almost bought myself a second pair, but decided that just needed to do that for you guys. Because the reason too, on Instagram, I had asked which ears should I wear? And you guys were no help at all, because I asked people to vote. And literally every person that voted said a different pair. Oh, Kelsey said, "Oh, that was a joke. I'm out when you said it was a Canadian winner." Oh, I'm sorry, Kelsey. Yeah, I'm not in Canada either. Oh, by the way, has anybody seen the new Canada movie? Because that's supposed to be really, really good. But the reason I wore these is Christina, who has been a viewer of the channel since the very beginning, said that she wanted me to wear the rose gold ears because the rose gold ears are what she always thinks of when she thinks about my channel, because those were the first ears that she remembers me wearing. And so I had to wear the OG rose gold ears, and I just love them. And that just meant a lot to me that it's been almost 2 years. I posted my very first YouTube video the beginning, or I guess the middle of February, 2 years ago. And the people that have been with me since the very beginning and the friends that I've met along the way, it's just so amazing. So anyway, it's the relationships. And I know I say this all the time and it's so cheesy, but it's so true. It's the fact that I'm really getting to know you guys in the community that we've built, and I'm getting new friends all the time. And people will say, "Oh my gosh, my friend recommended you," or when people come up to us in the parks, and it's really funny. We were at the store. Oh, Rogelio, John already did it. Spouses cannot do. I need a rule that if you're married, you can't both do a super chat. Did you know John already did one? So Rogelio, thank you for that $10 super chat. Congratulations on your first 10 of many. We will be here to see the next ones. Thank you so much, Rogelio. If you guys saw the video when I surprised John on his birthday, that's still going down as like one of my absolute favorite YouTube memories, and something that I know that I'll never forget. So anyway, John and Rogelio, you're both very, very sweet, and I appreciate that. So yeah, it's crazy to me. Oh, is Sarah on here? Sarah, don't tell her, Mark Allen. Make her go back and watch it. You didn't win anything, Sarah. I don't know what Mark Allen is talking about. Yeah, so go back and watch Sarah, like reverse just like a little bit, because there's a surprise for you. I'm not going to show them to you. You're going to have to wait. So the person that won the earrings, who's on here now, I meant to say a little bit more about her. Sarah, if you guys want to meet her, I actually got to meet her in, where were we, Sarah? Were we in Antigua or were we in St. John's? I think we were in Antigua. And she happened to be on there at the same resort that I was with my mom. And so I got to meet her and her husband, and she's just precious. So anyway, I was very excited to see that she was one of our winners. So somebody came up to us in Japan at Epcot. Now, hardly anybody came up and said they recognized me on this last trip. I have had people reach out and tell me that they saw us. I think we were a little, not intimidating is not the word, but I think people saw that I was with my boys and just didn't want to interrupt, which is totally fine. I totally get it. But we were in Japan, and I did have a couple of viewers come up, and one of my sons, Matt, had never been with me in the park since I've been a vlogger. So he's so funny because the look on his face, he was like, "What is going on? What is going on right now?" And he was like, "Mom, I'm so proud of you. You're like a big deal. I am so proud of you. Those people love you." And it's like, obviously it was very touching to me, and to have that conversation with the subscribers was huge. But then to have my son be so proud of me, you guys know, I mean, when I started this channel, my kids were like, "Okay, mom's going to do a YouTube channel. Hooray." I think it's not that they didn't think I would be successful. Like, my kids, I think, are always for me, and they are always in my corner. But that moment, my son at 20, now Will had seen it a million times, right? Because Will's been with me multiple times, but Matt is my son that's in college in Texas. So he hasn't been around me that much since I've been vlogging. And yeah, he just kept saying it all night. He just kept saying, "I can't believe that. I can't believe those people came up to you." So, and then Matt, if you guys weren't on Instagram on New Year's Eve, he was the one that was helping me when we were trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And any of you that were part of that moment, I don't know, I think I saved it to my stories, but being there with my kid and you need to stop, because I don't know where you're going to go, because the door is closed upstairs. So you're going to have to stay here with me for just a few more minutes. You got the wiggles. I need to start keeping treats down here for when this happens. But the fact that I can share these moments with my children, I think for all of us, anytime that you can share, and for those of you that are still, a lot of you are still really young, and you either haven't started your families yet, or you think about your parents, it means a big deal to us when we can share moments with you. And as proud as I am of my boys, and I am so proud of my boys, and I think anybody who's watching my channel knows how proud I am of my boys. The fact that they turned around and were proud of me, that I mean, it's just not something you think about when you have little kids. Someday they're going to grow up, and it's not like this is the first time they've ever said they were proud of me. My boys are extremely like affirming and encouraging, and yeah, it's just the moments that when I started YouTube, I did not think were going to be a thing, and I didn't think would have happened. So anyway, I know Sarah's dying because she wants to stay in on the live stream, but she's also wondering what she won. And that's making me super happy. Like, I'm going to drag it out. I think I'm going to make this live stream an hour and a half, Sarah. So you have to wait. Yeah. So it's been such a joy. And even when I did the creator update about, saying I wasn't going to do any sponsored videos this year, that was a lot for me. And my oldest son said, "Do you have something against making money?" And I don't. I really, really don't. And I don't have anything against any other creator that does sponsored videos. You should do sponsored videos. I just knew in my gut I wasn't feeling it. And that's been the biggest freedom for me about YouTube, is being able to say it's my ship. Like, for the first time in my life, after working for 25 years and raising my kids and everything that entailed, I get to decide for myself when something feels right and when it doesn't. And I get to follow that gut. And being self-employed, that's been like the most transformational thing for me. And it's not that I'm a good leader, but I can also be a great follower. And I enjoyed all of my jobs and I loved what I did for 25 years. But at this stage in my life, it is really nice to be the one calling the shots, and that I don't have to explain myself to anybody. I love to explain myself to you guys just because I think you find it interesting and I like to chat with you. But at the end of the day, I get to follow my own North Star and I get to decide what's right for me. So I have a video coming up that I wanted to briefly mention that I'm super excited about. I had my good friend Jenny Velarde, and she does Artist is Guide as her channel. And Jenny reached out and wanted to do a collab and actually wanted to do like an affiliate link for me with her procrastination course. I said no, because I'm like, I just started this year of not doing sponsored videos. But she is so amazing for creatives as far as helping people kind of focus, and her videos are amazing. I'll put a link in the description box below, but I am going to be doing a video that I'm hoping to film at the end, like tomorrow even, about if you dream it, you can do it, and Walt Disney's amazing quote. And what does that really mean? And how does that play out in my life? How can that play out in your life? And especially as we go into a new year. So check out Jenny's channel. If you're interested in that video, make sure you're subscribed and all of that. Okay, Margie showed up. Hey, Margie. I hope you'll go back and watch the live stream. If you are, some of you I know are just hopping on because you were at work and you had a ton of stuff going on. Paging Mr. Morrow. Oh, well, Paging Mr. Morrow is in the house. Hello. And thank you for those congratulations. I really appreciate that. Oh, Castle and Neverland, $5 super chat. Just wanted to say congrats. Really enjoy both your channels. Such fun and positive energy. You are a big deal. Oh my goodness. Where's my sign? I can't find it. You guys, I have a sign that says I'm a really big deal, and I can't find it right now, but thank you. I'm not a big deal, but I do love what I do. So yeah, it's not a bad way to spend your time, huh, Walter? No, thank you for that. That was kind of gross, but okay. So anyway, I'm going to close out with that, because how can we not end with my dog kissing me on the nose? Thanks to everybody for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being like the best group of subscribers anybody could ever ask for. Make sure you do you want to come say hi?
No, I was coming to get the dog.
Scott's there, but he does not want to be on camera. I'm almost wrapping up, so I'm good. Supportive husband in the house. Thank you, Liz C. and Hempfley After Ever and Leslie Ann and Dawn for moderating for me. I love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye. Walter, say bye. Say bye, everybody.